How many of you are still experiencing less productivity while analyzing your data? How many of you are still using Microsoft Excel? How many of you are still handling thousands of rows of data while writing manual queries? As per the survey across industry, more than 80% of people struggle to present their data and analyze it effectively. As a result, they got stuck in their career options. So, I will tell you a skill that will make you all productive 10 times. Hi, I am Dr. Shubhra Goel, PhD in Computer Science and Machine Learning, and a co founder of Innominds. I have more than 10 years of research, data science, and data analytics training experience. So, let's learn with me how to download the data from the scratch till making analytics report of business using dashboards. So I present you a series of Power BI videos right from the downloading the dataset till making analytic dashboards in Power BI. So before starting with that, why do we need Power BI? So Power BI is a powerful data visualization tool that is being given by Microsoft, and it has more data analysis skills. It can be used in any domain such as business, finance, or data analysis. It gives you more compelling visualization patterns, and it can collaborate with other tools such as MS SQL. You can gain more domain knowledge while working in diverse fields. So it is a business intelligence tool that has more advanced data visualization and analytics capabilities than Excel. It can give you more interactive and dynamic visuals. It can give you data manipulation and modeling facilities. You can analyze your real-time data. You can collaborate and share your analytic reports with other business partners, and it is very much scalable. So, what is the importance of Power BI? So, Power BI is a very high demand tool, and there are lack of people who are having sufficient knowledge of this particular tool. So, with this, you get high demand, you have more job options. It is versatile as you can use across a wide range of industries. There's a continuous learning process as new features and updates are evolving daily or monthly basis. So, you can get a job in roles as data analyst, financial analyst, business intelligence developer, business analyst, and operational analyst. So let's understand what is data. How can you download data from, and how can you import into Power BI? So let's begin. So Kaggle is a repository, open source repository, which has lots of data in it. So I have started exploring Kaggle few days before, and I saw that while searching on Kaggle, I can found data. So I use any keyword, let's say Sri Lanka. If I use this keyword Sri Lanka, I got this first dataset which is telling Sri Lanka vehicle dataset cleaning. So let's see what kind of data it is. So if I click on it, it is giving me that the dataset is Sri Lanka vehicle prices dataset. So I'll click on it and it gives me an option to download it. If I download it, then after downloading this data, this process starts with the Microsoft Excel. So I've opened this data. This is vehicle data, and I'll open it. It is opening in Microsoft Excel as a CSV file. So as you all see that this data has lots of rows and lots of columns. But are you all able to analyze it? Are you able to even read this kind of data? So if I scroll down, you can see there are multiple number of rows which are leading to more than 1 lakh rows. So can you all read this kind of data? At least I cannot. And applying queries and data analysis pattern on this large huge data set is too cumbersome. So I will not use this data in Excel. So I will use Power BI. So let's start with Power BI. In Power BI, I have already imported this data. So let me show you how can you import your data. This is a Power BI platform. Or let me close this and install Power BI again. So if you will search on your Windows operating system, sorry, then you can search for Power BI desktop, and it will take a few seconds and your Power BI will be open. It will give me an option. So I already have made this file for car sold in Sri Lanka for the dataset that just downloaded in front of you all. So it will give me this kind of pattern. These are the reports that I have created. So before going on to these reports, let me show you how to import data. So I will go on transform data, and in this it will open a Power Query editor. From this I can get the recent source of my data. So I have imported vehicle dataset from here. So if I'll just close this, I can get my data from this get data option. It gives me n number of data rows, data sources options such as Excel, Power BI datasets, SQL Server. Now currently my data is in the CSV file. So I will click on the CSV file. It will give me a link from path from which I have to import my data. I will click on the vehicle dataset and I will open it. As I have already installed it and imported in my Power BI, so I will not import it again. Now I will go on to the transform data part and I can see that a Power Query editor open. Now these are the wages operation that I have performed on my data set. This is the kind of data I used to see in my Excel. Now if I import this data set in Power BI, do you think it is readable? Yes, I am able to read this data effectively as compared to Excel. So Power BI gives you more readability of data so that you can understand different columns. So as you can see, this data set consists of title, a subtitle, and so this data set is about cars data and which consists of title of the car, subtitle of the car. It includes price, brand, what is the model of the car. Then it includes which edition of the model car is there, in which year it was manufactured, and what is the condition of the car, whether it is used or new, and which kind of transmission mode it uses, either automatic or manual. And then what is the body type of the car, which type of fuel it has, either it has hybrid, diesel, petrol, what is the capacity of the car and what mileage does it give and in which location it is there. So with this, the readability of my dataset increases as compared to Microsoft Excel. Not only that, you can analyze your data in the form of these dashboards just using drag and drop options. You don't have to write multiple queries in it like you do in Excel. So this is the sample dashboard that I have created for you all. So in this, if you can see that these are the filters that I have applied. It is giving me the condition of the car, whether the car is new, whether it is reconditioned or whether it is new. So if I click on the new, then you can see that in Sri Lanka, in these cities like Colombo, and Moratuva and other cities, Matara, you have 793 new cars sold. And in this, you can see that in the form of bar chart that in the year 2018, there were 123 cars sold. In the year 1991, there were only 9 new cars sold. And if you click on the petrol version, then you can select the type of the fuel. Then you can see in petrol, only 386 new cars were sold. And these are the major cities in Sri Lanka when these new cars have been sold. So you can plot these locations into geographical map locations, which makes you more easily understandable and readable that which are the cities in which new cars have been purchased. And you can see that in the year 2019, 147 new cars of petrol fuel type has been purchased. If you click on the another filter, that is recondition filter, then you can see only 19 cars have been sold of the reconditioned type, and the mostly cars were sold in either Colombo or Gampaha. And in 2019, 15 cars were sold that were of reconditioned condition, and in followed by 3 cars in 2018 and 1 car in 2011. Then you can select the type of the fuel hybrid mode. Then you can see that only 1 car of reconditioned condition of hybrid fuel type was sold in Colombo. So, don't you think the analysis is much easier if you're presenting this report in front of the top management companies or in front of board team? Then you are easily explainable that using these filters, you are getting the city and the change in the geographical location as well. Let me give you another example. This is a new dashboard I have created on the same dataset. Now I have, instead of geographical location here, I have made a bar charts in which I am telling how many types of transmission modes cars were sold based on the condition of the car. Also, what is the type of the seller that is selling these condition of the car. So you can see in the last 30 years, there were across 1,23,000 cars sold in Sri Lanka. Out of that, if I click on the new, there are only 606 new cars that have been sold. This is the line chart that will give you the sales of the car on the yearly basis. And in this graph, you can see that out of 606 cars, only 397 cars were automatic, 36 cars were manual, and 173 cars of the Tiptronic transmission system. So you can select the fuel type, electric, hybrid, or petrol, and the number of the cars will change as per the selection of the filters. So I think these kind of reports are more effective way of communication if you're presenting in front of any person. So I hope you will also learn, you will also feel to learn this Power BI. So stay tuned to my channel for a series of video right from the analysis of data, while starting from importing the data, analyzing it, cleaning it, and then making this beautiful dashboard reports to present in front of anyone. So I request you all to please subscribe my channel and stay tuned to my channel for next upcoming video. Thank you.